Hey everybody, this is Karen. I'm here today to do a informational tutorial on some nail tip replacements that I got from AliExpress. I'm pretty sure everybody has seen these before, especially if you have a practice hand. I bought my practice hand maybe about 3 years ago. So I have been buying these little tips to replace them as I do, practice nails. But one of the problems that I discovered with having these tips is that it's hard to get the tip glued onto the actual nail. So I'm here today to do a little informational tutorial. Maybe it'll help somebody out who may have had a problem, who may put their hand away due to the fact that it is hard getting a tip on to stay. So if you're interested in this tutorial, please stay with me and I will show you how I do that in a 1, 2, 3 step. So enjoy. Okay, so here are some of the items in which I will be using to make this tutorial. Of course, you're going to start off with your tip. You can purchase these from eBay, AliExpress, your local nail supplier. They come in another color. It's a little lighter than this, but I got this color because this is the only color that AliExpress offers. So this is the color that I have. Some people don't like it because it's too dark or whatever, but it's a personal preference. So I will be starting with these. I got these for $4.99 on sale. They range from $4.99 to $9.99 to whatever, depending on when you buy them, when you find them, and who the seller is. So I'll be using that. I'll be using a nail glue. I have my little tip on. This will just help me be, more precise in where I put the glue. This will be a tip that I'll be using. It's just a clear stiletto tip that I purchased also from AliExpress or eBay, one of the two companies. And I'll be using that to demonstrate me applying the tip. You will need your nail file. You also need a buffing block. That's optional. I don't have one right in front of me right now, but you can use a buffing block. And I use a spray. I put in this little bottle right here. And it's a setting spray for your adhesive. It dries it real fast, so you have to wait for it to dry and all that stuff. So I'll be using that also. So I will be getting started on this tutorial like right now. Okay, for one of the things in which I have discovered is that because it's plastic and the nail is plastic, I guess they have some kind of reaction to the glue and it just won't stick until you hold it for like 5 or 6 minutes, but I don't have that kind of time. So what I've discovered is that if I apply a thin layer of glue, not so thin, but thin enough, about midway up, and I apply that glue, and I get a nice little application of that, then I'll spray it 2 times with my sprayer, and I'll let that dry. It only takes a few seconds. And you would only need 1 application of the glue in this process right now for right now. Okay? So as you can see, that is pretty dry. I'm going to get another 5 seconds, okay? Okay, so I think I've given it enough time. I've tapped it. It seems to be pretty dry. So what you want to do at this time, you want to go in with your file. You can use an 80 grit, whatever grit, because it's not a real hand. Of course, if this was a real hand, then you would use a less. You use a 80, a 100, 180 file. This is what I have available, so this is what I'm going to use for right now. And then what I'm going to do right now, I'm just going to buff that out. I'm going to buff it out till it has a matte finish. Now, I'm not trying to buff all the glue off. I'm just trying to, put some scratches into the glue. Okay, so I've done that. And I'm going to dust away my dust from the nail. I'm going to take a wet cotton round and wipe away the dust. Okay, so at this point what I'm going to do, let me show you, I might need to be a little closer. Okay, so at this point what I'm going to do, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to apply another layer of glue. Adhesive, as we call it in the business. Nail adhesive. So I put that, that's a very thin layer. I know it looks like a lot, but it really isn't. And I'm going to take my tip and I'm going to position my tip the way I would apply it, which is like I've learned to rock my tip on. And I'm just going to hold that for a few seconds. And what I find out happen here is that the glue, once I have roughed it up, makes a great surface for the tip and the new glue. Okay, I got a situation. Okay, so there you go. Here goes the application. So this is on. It's on there pretty good, pretty nice and nice and tight. So what I usually do too, if I just feel like I don't feel like filing away, and let me tell you what happened to me the other day. I was doing something in here, and I broke my e-file. So I'm hand filing for the next week until my new drill comes in. So what I'm putting right here is some tip blend, and tip blend is just something that will help you to blend your tip. It's like that. I bought this years ago, but it still works. I put that on there and I let it sit for a few seconds. And what this is going to do is going to help dissolve the tip right at, right up in here where, you can actually see it. Okay, so I've given it enough time because you need like a few seconds, 10 seconds, a minute to let this go ahead and do a little dissolving. And then I'm going to come in with my file once again. And I'm just going to buff away some of the plastic, AV plastic from the nail tip. Just smoothing it out. And this just basically is tip blending to blend the tip. And as you can see, boom, bam, that happened in no time flat. Of course, you could bring it to it's absolutely invisible there, to the nail, but this will be fine enough for what I plan on doing. If you want to reshape, you can shape at this point because the nail is pretty much on the finger. I got my shape going. I'm going to take my block and I'm going to just go ahead and hold that right there because you want the extra security. And the tip little finger here will pop off if you don't. So I'm going to hold that. I'm going to give it a good filing because I'm going to do a nail design later on. Oops. Nail design later on. And voila. I'm going to dust that off. And there goes my tip application. And that's how I get my my tips to stick to my practice hand. By the way, my practice hand name is Virginia. So Virginia was here with me today to complete this tutorial. I hope that you got something from this tutorial. No matter how professional you are, no matter how long you've been doing nails, there's always going to be something that's going to kind of stump you and, give you the business. So I have discovered a way to be able to effectively use my nail tips and to be able to do my nail design and nail applications if I don't have somebody in front of me. So I hope that you've enjoyed this tutorial and tell me what you think. Once again, my name is Karen. This is this nail girl ... So enjoy. I hope you enjoyed this tutorial. Also check out my Instagram. My Instagram is this nail girl, and take a look at some of my pictures I have posted. And once again, I hope you enjoyed this tutorial. Thank you. Have a blessed day.